Welcome to the Chic Show. If you're looking to create a calm, inviting space in your home with neutral home decor ideas, stay tuned. Today's video is part of a playlist called 5 Under $5, hosted by Farm Charm Chic and Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Be sure and check them out in the description box below, along with the playlist. For this project, I'm using one of these bunnies from Dollar Tree and one of these wall tiles from Dollar Tree. I'm going to simply trace around the back side of the tile and cut it out so that it will fit onto the bunny. Then I'm taking that tile outside and giving it a coat of spray paint in an off-white color. I'm using a thin bead of glue along the edge of the bunny to attach the tile. Using a sponge brush and some of Waverly's chalk paint in ink, I'm lightly going over the raised parts of the tile. Now I'm adding some ribbon to the neckline and I'm going to add a bow. I thought I wouldn't need to use an entire piece of ribbon all the way across here, but I really did. So make sure you use one piece, not two, as I did. Now I'm adding a simple bow by starting with an awareness bow and then bringing it over and tying it in the middle. I'm going to hot glue this onto the neckline and this bunny is finished. This project is using one of these signs from Dollar General, but I bought this just a few weeks ago, so I got it for less than $1, so I did not pay $5 for it. I'm going to pull off this outside part, and I had trouble getting it off, so I did end up having to soak it off with some wet paper towels. While we wait for that paper to soften up so that I can remove it, I'm going to be using the back side of this rolling pin. This is off of a sign from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to paint the handles in Truffle by Waverly. For the center part of the rolling pin, I'm going to be using Waverly chalk paint in ink. Now back to those handles. I'm going to be using a little bit of white chalk paint to dry brush onto the handles to give them more of a wood look. I also went back with some Waverly Antique Wax and dry brushed on top of the white. Now to cover the sign, I'm using some scrapbook paper, and of course it didn't fit exactly, so I tried to line it up as best I could, and there is a bit of a seam there, but that's just going to have to be okay. I did glue the paper in, and now I'm going to go back and add the rolling pin. And I did use hot glue for both the paper and the rolling pin. Now that the rolling pin is in place, I'm going to add one of these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. My first instinct was to add it to the bottom left, and then I tried the middle, I tried the right side, but I went with the bottom left. Lastly, I went over the edges with my finger sander and also a little bit onto the rolling pin and the transfer as well, just to give it kind of a rustic look. I really like this piece. Be sure and let me know what you think down in the comments. For this project, I used 3 tin cans that I thrifted, and actually I ended up only using the 2 taller ones because the shorter one had some raised parts that were not going to work with what I had planned. So I took them outside, I gave them a coat of white paint in a matte finish. Now I'm using some painter's tape to tape off a line. I'm going to do this on both canisters and just paint Waverly chalk paint in ink all the way around. Also use some chalk paint around the top rim of the can. Now I'm using some of Dollar Tree's rub-on transfer letters to put words onto the canister. Both of them are going to be French. One is going to be French for coffee and one's going to be French for sugar. I think these are so cute so far. I'm going to add some knobs to the top, just using these little wood pieces that I thrifted. They're little barrels. I'm going to use some antique wax to stain them and then just hot glue those to the top of the canisters. I think this is my favorite neutral home decor idea today. For project number 4, I'm using one of these berry bins from Dollar General. I've had this a while. This is very simple. I'm just going to be adding a piece of burlap that I had on hand, some floral foam, and then some lavender. I think these lavender pieces are from Walmart, but I'm not positive. It could be Dollar Tree, it could be Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure it's Walmart. Now, just to finish this off, I'm going to add a little bit of Spanish moss around the edges, and this project will be complete. For the last project today, I'm going to be using some of this decoupage paper. I ordered this from Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and I'm just going to be using this plain label. I am trimming around the label as close as I can, and I'm also going to be using a bit of clear contact paper from Dollar Tree to add this label to a bottle where I don't want it to be permanent, so I thought this was the best fix for that. This is a bottle that I thrifted, and I like to use it in the fall, and I like to use it at Halloween, but I don't want something permanently affixed to it. So I am using this contact paper to attach the label to the jar. I added a little bit of greenery to the jar, and this is another neutral home decor idea that is easy and budget friendly. Let me know down in the comments which one of these neutral decor ideas was your favorite. And don't forget to check out the playlist listed in the description box below along with our hosts. Thanks so much, Emily and Shannon, for hosting. I encourage you to subscribe to both of their channels along with the creators in the playlist below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell for me as well. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the sheet. Bye now.